Welcome back to Tyler, Texas for the 2021 Texas State Disc Golf Championships presented by Latitude 64. I am Ian Anderson, joined by Sarah Holcomb, and we got our round 2 lead card coverage coming your way. What are we watching today, Sarah?
This is going to be an exciting battle. We saw Breca coming in with a super hot round yesterday, Hayley right behind her, and then a whole bunch of people at a few under par. Jessica Weese, Owen, Hayley, Breca, they're all going to be battling this juggernaut of a course of dogwood. As you can see, the sign says you have to be extremely skilled in order to play this course, and we're going to see the ladies showcase some of those today.
Yeah, like you mentioned, that field is tightly packed.
It's going to be exciting, especially coming down to the end. Hole 1 starting us off with a par 4, 474 feet. The play is a hyzer to the left side into the bowl. Probably not where this video is taking us. This is a very tight window on the right side. If you play to the left, though, you have a nice big alley down to a green that is sloped with lots of sand. Players are going to want to throw it a little bit deep to give themselves an uphill putt to get the birdie.
You throwing like a big flexing forehand, try to finish left, basically, or?
I'm throwing a backhand here, actually.
Oh, you are?
The
No
only
way.
one I'm throwing on the course off the tee. I do have this like pipe dream of throwing the sidearm here and
I
parking
can see it working, right?
I mean,
carving all the way down the hill.
It's possible. It's possible.
All right, we're going to see what Breca Cox thinks is possible. She's stepping up the tee right now. She is going with her verdict off the tee. Kind of a stable mid-range.
Puts it up a little early coming in. She's going to hit those pines and drop. She wanted to swing that a little bit wider.
I think so, yeah.
We did have a bit of a headwind today, so that could have lifted it more than she expected.
Hayley King reaching for a stalker.
Speaking of hailstorms,
I know, right?
the conditions are ominous today. We're expecting some thunderstorms. Hayley going with the right side. I'm not sure she's doing that on purpose. It could have been the headwind keeping it straight. Or maybe that's her play. Maybe
I wonder.
she likes the
If you
tiny
get
gap.
far enough right, there is another like, kind of fairway over there. Own Scoggins,
Great to see Owen out on the scene.
isn't it? Such a smasher. Got a great forehand and backhand.
That is the shot right there. Little bit of a skip, though. She'll have a little bit of a turning sidearm to get down to the green.
Yeah. Jessica Weese. I believe that's a halo strike in her hands.
Throwing the flip up, it's looking a little deep. Hits that stuff, but is in a great position right at that saddle in the sand.
Yeah, kind of has that perfect alley down there. Hopefully it can make. It's a tough second shot, though.
It is, and leaving it short gives you some major decisions to make right at the first of the tournament. So I would say they're going to want to throw it a little bit deeper, but still have to manage that elevation.
Breca 240 to the pin, and that was fantastic.
Perfect.
Really nice little flip-up putter shot, it looked like. Owen. Flexing a mid over there.
Also perfect. Wow, that is so technical to
Can you
throw it
believe that?
exactly pin high and not leave it short or deep.
Incredible distance control. Jessica Weese. I think she's flexing a gator down there.
She's going to throw it a little bit. Oh, my gosh. Okay, these guys are way better at that shot than I am.
These upshots are so hard. They are making it look incredibly easy. See if Hayley King could join the crew down there on the dance floor.
Needed it to turn a little bit more than that.
You're right.
But it's still 25-footer. Little bit of a death putt, but that's right in Hayley's wheelhouse.
She's so young, she doesn't have that fear yet.
So true. Just give her a few years.
Yeah, right. God, just super casual. She's a really quick player, by the way. I'm sure you've played with her, so you know this. This is a surprise to me.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
all business. Breca Cox looking to match that putt from Hayley.
Man, we might be getting a star frame right off the bat. This is one of the most open holes on the entire course.
Oh, that's a good point.
So it is nice to start out with not having to hit a tiny gap.
Yeah, I feel like 2 is your real introduction to what the course has in store for you.
For sure.
It's a beast. And own.
I mean, we did just play the Beast in Waco not too long ago, but I'm not sure that I'm pretty sure after playing this course that it might be misnamed.
I saw an interview with Kona, though. I thought she made a really good point. They're like, Kona, you won Waco. You should win here. They're both in the woods. And Kona's like, these are very different woods. I feel like Waco has some really, slightly more fairways.
Agreed.
Yeah,
this one needs a few trees removed.
Speaking of trees, there are plenty on this. We should probably leave a tree talk to Terry, though, Sarah.
That's true. Yeah, he's our tree expert.
Hole 2, what's our play here?
Well, 300 feet, very gettable. You've got 2 lanes, an inside lane that's a little tighter, and then an outside lane. It's really going to be whether the person is comfortable with that sidearm play up the inside lane or possibly playing the outer lane. We also may see some players lay up.
I'm strongly considering doing that on Monday just so I don't get a 5. This hole is nasty.
Yeah, I mean, usually in woods, I'm just get down the fairway.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Breca going for a tersus, which is an understable mid-range.
The inside route doesn't quite turn enough, but she'll have a look from pin high on that left side.
Man, you will take that all day if offered. Hayley King going for the onyx.
Throwing the hyzer on that inside line.
Dang.
A little blocked by that double tree, but that's very makeable.
Scoggins. I imagine this is going to be a destroyer.
Ooh, a little outsider body on that throw.
Fortunately, it stays in bounds. It could have definitely gone worse.
Well, Jess, this is right in her wheelhouse for her hyzer flip sidearm.
I think this is her Vulcan.
That looks great.
Dang, 3 really good drives.
Park job.
Impressed. So own is pure scramble mode from here, Sarah.
In trouble. She's going to really hope that doesn't find that OB.
Oh, unfortunately, trickled back in bounds.
So much OB on this hole.
That's that signature Leopard 3 from Own Scoggins. Go grab one of those if you want to support her. Not a bad decision. She's a great lady. Here she is. I believe she's about 75 from the pin here.
Which is in her range.
In truth. 76 there. Yep. That'll work for a 5, though. Breca Cox having to straddle out her look at a 2.
Such a tough. It's, even though she has a hyzer putt, to get that disc to move from right to left is difficult on that hyzer line.
You ever grab a driver to try to make it fade more or anything?
Honestly,
Does it work?
I think it's about grabbing an overstable driver, and instead of throwing it on a hyzer, I think you got to throw it flat with a lot of spin.
Oh.
So it's a completely different style of throw in order to get it to move right to left.
Interesting. Some great birdies right there from Hayley and Jess. And Rebecca will clean up the par. No shame in a 3 on this hole. It will get you, and it is going to get owned, unfortunately, with a 5 here.
And this course, this will happen on this course, and it's really more about how you recover and how you stay mentally strong through this, especially this front 7, 8. Then it kind of opens up in the back.
Yeah.
So survive the front.
Yeah, we watched that yesterday, didn't we? It was a tale of 2 nines. All right, we are looking at hole 3. What is our pro play, Sarah?
This is a par 5, very gettable par 5, also even eagleable, but it has to start with this first shot, a straight shot, finishing straight, as far as you can up the fairway. Some players are gonna purposely fade a little bit to the left. There is an inside gap that's tricky, but all the shots on the second shot are gonna be tricky. So they may take that inside gap if they hyzer out. If they finish straight, they'll have a big hyzer to get to the pin. But there's so many trees to navigate and an OB creek about 3/4 of the way up the hole. Along with, this is a sloped green. I saw several rollaways on this green in the last few days.
I feel like whoever wins this tournament should just be like the 2021 scrambling world champion.
Yes. Throw the gap and scramble.
Yeah, that's seriously the plan. Oh my goodness, Hayley with her vulture way down the fairway.
Yeah, she hit that fairway, and that inside gap is actually going to be the open one for her as well.
Okay. Jess?
Looking like her Vulcan.
I think so, yeah.
Also getting that hyzer finish, and that inside gap is going to be open-ish.
Yeah.
If anything is open.
It's dogwood open, right?
We really want to just push forward as far as possible.
Rebecca?
Early release.
Going with an evidence. Yeah.
That's going to hurt. But it is a par 5, so there's lots of room.
Yeah, you can kind of make one bad shot and still scramble a par. Owen with the leopard 3, ripping it down the hallway.
Miss that right tree.
Yeah, Owen.
All right, in the open.
Yeah, not quite to the corner, though. We'll see what she does from there. Hayley's more attackable, eagle position. Looking at Rebecca's second. Scramble mode activated.
Ooh, she's got an inside route. She doesn't even have to take the fairway. That's great. I thought she'd have to throw a sidearm out.
Yeah. Wow.
That's a great position.
Great recovery.
Found the inside gap. Now she'll still have the inside gap, and she could still get her birdie.
Owen going destroyer.
Was that a tomahawk?
It was a tomahawk, yeah. It caught something up top, which didn't let it pan.
I don't think I've ever seen Owen throw a tomahawk.
Yeah, I'm sure she doesn't like to. And that unfortunately did roll into the creek out of bounds.
Oh, no, 2 in a row.
Yeah. So a bit of a rough start for Owen, but she's got a mental game to shake it off, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's always got a pretty strong attitude.
Yeah.
Very carefree.
Just 204 to the pin, looking for an eagle bid.
That looks like her coyote.
Oh. Unfortunately caught a tree, but hopefully up and down.
On the other side of the creek, so that she's out of that major danger.
Hayley, looking at her second on this par 5.
There's the inside gap. Oh, well, she'll still have a jumper.
Yep.
Not that she'll jump it, but
just kind of like eagle like that, or like eagle like just spin putts 90-footers.
Yeah, no, Hayley, yeah, she spin putts like 120 footers.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. Oh.
Oh dang. Oh, you don't mind the second
one?
one?
Coming in great though.
It was
just
sure
at the
was.
edge of the circle.
Yeah. It's a putt Rebecca can hit, and there is where Owen ended up.
Ugh, so
just
close.
Barely OB. Oh man.
Yeah, these OB situations with so many trees is really another tomahawk.
Yep.
Ooh, man. I'm sensing a bit of frustration.
Yeah, Owen was not quite feeling it right here. This is where Jess ended up after her second throw-in 3, looking for a birdie bid.
Gator out.
Oh, hit the very last tree before it was going to hyzer into the basket.
Look what she went through.
Yeah, a lot.
Jail sauce.
Yep.
Owen looking for another recovery shot. Oh, almost throws it in.
Wow. We'll have that comebacker for a 7, I want to say. Hayley, though, has this for a 3, Sarah.
Eagle life. Get it. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Sick.
That's awesome.
52-footer. So casual.
Stephanie Vincent also got that eagle today.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Breca Cox. Oh, trying to save there, but she'll have a tap in, I believe, for the 5. Jess for birdie. Oh, man. Got a lot of it, but is going to have to settle for par, most likely. As does Rebecca right there. And Owen, after having like a rough hole, you would think this putt would be tough, you know, but
I don't think putting's ever tough for her.
And that's what it feels like watching her. Boom. Perfect putt.
It is wonderful, though, to step on a green and have that kind of confidence.
I can only imagine.
Right. Most of us can only imagine.
There's not a high number of people at Owen's confidence level when it comes to putting. And here's Jess's comebacker for par.
Nice. Hyzer putt.
Yeah. Strokes swinging all over the place on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Hayley with this ridiculous eagle. Just a little step putt.
Being that it's a par 5, it's slightly soft par 5, but it is playing under par on the day.
We will kick it off to our sponsors, but we'll be right back.
When I'm stepping up to a hole, I visualize everything. What's the wind, the water, the trees? What disc am I gonna choose? What's the distance? Okay, 425. I'm going with the ESP nuke. Knowing the distance is pretty much the most important thing. I feel like it's gonna revolutionize how good people get. I am Paul Ulibarri. Working together with Bushnell, we can push the game to a whole new level.
Back to our disc golf action. Huge thanks to Double G Jerky. Go pick some up. Pick some up. I promise you guys, it is really tasty. Jess gave us some yesterday.
Oh, it is so good. I love the garlic kind.
The garlic and the boom sauce are my favorites. All right, we'll talk disc golf now. Hole 4, where are we going, Sarah?
This is a par 4, 474 feet. It's a quick dogleg to the right. A lot of players are going to throw either a sidearm or a putter, trying to hit this little gap for a hallway that leaves them roughly 150 to 200 feet to get through this tiny gap. There is a tiny gap on the right and then a whole bunch of tiny gaps on the left. This is really a placement shot, but also very difficult to navigate to get it to land exactly within that like little box that's perfect.
Right, I feel like I got to hit the circle twice basically to get a birdie on this par 4.
So essentially it's, throw the best shot you can and then hopefully you're in position. If not, it's time to scramble.
Yep, that was Hayley with her zone. We got Jess. I think she's going that Vulcan again. That might be a Firebird.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I would think it's more of a Firebird shot, but she also throws that Vulcan a lot.
She does, and she hyzer flips it so well.
So it could work for her.
Rebecca, though, she's going Deputy. A putter, understable putter.
Not turning quite as much as she wants. She'll be a little bit deep.
And on Scoggins, I believe this is her Shrike. A little early. I don't think she liked it, but I think it actually worked out all right. Yeah, I'm going to see Keenan picked it up down here. Pablo picked it up down here.
That is a second early release for Own on her sidearm.
See the basket way down that hallway. I get BRP vibes.
Right? Hole 4.
Yeah, it is hole 4, isn't it? Oh, that's funny. Hole 11 at Daylaw. Let's see what Hayley could do to get there. No easy task on her second.
So close. Man,
Yeah.
that was a lot of fairway.
Great pull from her. A long bid for birdie, but probably settling for par. Here is Rebecca on her second.
Throwing her evidence. Needs it to turn a little more, but she still gets some distance out of it.
Should be able to get up and down with a decent up. And Jess.
Roller.
Gator roller, it looks like.
No, it's
Hit
sick.
something. Hit
Yeah,
something.
Hit a house. Let's go. Outside the circle, but pin high.
I like the play. That was cool. Creative. And a mostly clean putt.
And gosh, on sidearm. Okay.
Yep.
Turned it.
Hung it out wide. It's pretty clean over there, but not close.
She really needed a hyzer angle on that shot. I wonder if she doesn't have one.
I don't know. Yeah, that was weird. Rebecca, her third. Ooh. Still a putt, though. Save the par. Looking at Hayley from 65 for a birdie.
That was so close. She navigated those trees perfectly.
Sure did. Jess looking at her birdie bid.
Anheuser putt. That is her bread and butter.
The truth. Saw her hit some great ones at Las Vegas with that. Own. Just outside her comfort range, it looked like.
Yeah, and that tree was certainly bugging her.
Yeah, kind of in the own line, just a slight ante. Oh, Rebecca unable to save par there.
Just the timing.
Yeah, hasn't quite felt the putt so far. Oh, wow.
No problem.
That was not a casual comebacker.
She, like, I mean, when she misses, which isn't very often, she does miss pretty far, but
Yeah.
she doesn't seem to have any problem making those comebackers.
Mm-hmm.
She puts a lot of time into the green off the course.
I always felt like the comeback putt is like the most important putt because it unlocks being able to like run 40 footers, 50 footers.
Yes.
Having that confidence to come back on them. Rebecca will clean up a bogey here, I believe.
Whew! That basket tried to spit.
It did. Thankfully, it nestled in there. The rest of the gang taking pars. Good look at that Jessica Weese forehand.
That's like a Vulcan.
That's a wide rim.
Could be a destroyer, too.
Yeah. I know she does throw emperors as well. On to hole 5.
Hole 5, it's short, but it's a doozy. 297. Most players are going to be throwing a slight turn down this 5-foot hallway to try to get to the basket. It's very easy to hit a tree right off the tee. It also could play to a forehand roller,
I'm always down with that.
but a lot of people are scrambling on this hole. It's playing as one of the more difficult holes.
Let's see what Hayley's got for us.
She's throwing a zone breaker.
Breaker, yeah.
Yeah, getting that little bit of turn,
If you're
but
not-
the stability to hook up at the end. It turns a little bit more than she wants, but she hit the first gap. She'll just have to pitch up.
I think you're happy with a 3 on this one.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, that is grip locked from Jess. But not the worst
Ooh,
results.
She could still pitch up and save her 3 pretty easily.
That was like the discount quad kick right there.
Ooh.
Own with a forehand.
Going roller.
Nope, just
Nope.
straight air shot.
She's just trying to hit the gap, and then she's going to pitch back over,
Oh.
but the tree said nope.
And that kicked her quite a bit left into the stuff. Rebecca going judge.
Just a little early, but
How-
also a favorable lie.
The truth. Yep, has the hallway set up perfectly. 194 to the pin. Trying to save par. Go in.
Oh, she could just throw it in.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's great.
What a
That's
beaut.
wonderful.
Awesome recovery shot. Jessica Weese.
That's a new Sonic in her bag. Got in! Oh my gosh, that was so perfect.
That was so good.
She throws that so well. I love watching it just float through the
It's
air.
just something different, you know? Just
On the recovery sidearm, looking for that to fade back.
I couldn't believe the shot she busted out right there. How did she find that window?
I mean, there's probably not too many windows.
No. Crazy impressive. Here's where Hayley ended up. Has a 78-footer for the
Ooh,
birdie,
that was an
but
awkward putt for her, and it's perfectly placed.
Yeah.
Getting to walk away with the 3.
yeah, you have to take
We
that.
didn't have hardly any birdies on this hole. In fact, the only one was Caitlin Belty.
Nice. That's good too. And here is Own. It started to just dump right now. Own.
Oh, yes. Here comes the rain.
Yep. Own holds the umbrella and bangs the 25-footer.
The umbrella
The
putt?
the umbrella putt. That's
I
what
wonder if we're going to see more of those.
who wore it better, Own or Mary Poppins? Own.
Own.
Definitely.
Owning.
Always.
And
Rebecca.
Rebecca for her 3.
Yeah, it'd be a great save after that drive. Oh, what happened? You got to think the rain is messing with grip and timing and
Yep.
yeah.
Yep, no doubt. But she also made a bad run at the last hole.
Yeah, you're right,
She
huh?
was her finger spring wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if she's having a little bit of confidence issues. And the rain doesn't help.
No, it sure doesn't.
I mean, I play like frantic in the rain. All my stuff is everywhere. I'm trying to keep it all dry. I'm a mess. I need a caddy. And this is the first round that most of these players are going to be playing in the rain without a caddy.
And-
You know, I mean, I can't even remember the last time I played in the rain without a caddy.
yeah, it's not easy.
I mean, I'll recruit a dog to carry my bag if I need in the rain. Like,
The umbrella putt clutch right there. Hole 6, par 3. It's just right there.
yeah, 243. It's tight window, and no matter whether you're throwing sidearm or backhand, the backhand tends to hit that tree on the right, and the sidearm tends to hit this tree on the left. Both of them are in jeopardy of going into the creek to give you, an automatic OB stroke. But this is also very gettable. I mean, it's just right there.
We saw Rebecca dance off the top of it in round 1. Hayley King.
Grip lock to the right. Kicks into this gully with a bunch of trees in her way. That's going to be a tough scramble.
Oh, my. Jessica Weese.
Going sidearm with that coyote. Looking for the flip up. Ooh, I like this play. But
Is
that
it?
tree, it's that tree is in the way for the sidearm. But thankfully, it kicked her safe.
Yeah, true. Yeah, she was on the good side over there.
All right, can Own miss the tree?
Going with her strike.
Can Own, oh,
Oh, no.
oh no, that's probably OB.
Let's see. Oh,
Oh, maybe not.
I think it's settled. I think that one is like on the line. We'll see when we get down there. Breca Cox.
Going with her evidence. Not flexing it enough, but she might get through.
Oh.
All right, outside the circle.
So here is Hayley King scrambling.
She is in trouble. Oh,
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, worst case
It
scenario.
really is.
At least she touched on the other side,
That's true. That could be.
but that's still.
And that's Owen's disc right there, the black one in
Oh,
between
man.
the 2 flags, and
It's a little tough with the flags. You can't quite tell.
like where
Where
it goes on the ground, right?
Yeah.
But they did give her the safe call here. Eventually, everybody
Good.
got to look at it. It was very close, but I think pretty clearly in once he got down there and looked at it.
One of the players on my card actually threw a similar shot, but it actually skipped onto the other side
Uh huh.
and left her a birdie putt.
Dang, really?
Like from the wrong side of the
No kidding.
of the creek. It was pretty amazing.
All right, here we go. Owen taking her meter in or so.
And the rain is coming down.
Yeah.
Grip is an issue.
It's
The
hard
longer
to see.
she takes here, the wetter her hand gets. Touch is gone.
Yep. Puts it up there for a bid to save the par at least. That is where Hayley rolled in. See that clear disc in the water over there.
Man, it is torrential
Oh my
at the
goodness.
moment. Nice up. We will see what players are comfortable in this rain.
Oh my goodness.
Nice with the Sonic.
She was busting that out more than I thought yesterday.
Oh yeah, she took that so long. I mean, almost every approach shot.
Yeah?
And some putts. Rebecca for 2. Left side. Gotta be grip issues.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling that putt right now.
And you're also rushing, you know, like you're trying to.
Right.
A rushed shot is probably better than a shot with a wet hand.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not, actually. I don't know.
There's
I guess
Owen.
we shall see, but.
Owen Poppins doing her thing right there. Making another putt with the umbrella in hand. I mean, I guess it keeps your disc dry that way.
I mean,
Maybe-
and
maybe
you
she's
can
onto
actually-
something.
And you can actually take your time.
That's right.
However, you are dealing with like a different technique than you ever use.
Yeah.
With that left side of your body holding something like that.
Right? Yeah, I have seen that go wrong. A couple years back, a player hit their umbrella putting.
Ooh.
And missed a 5-footer, yeah. But I guess when you're Owen, it works.
I guess we'll see.
I was talking to Justin. He said they found that umbrella in the trunk of their rental car on the way there.
Wow, that's fortunate.
Right? There's Jess nailing a good putt, saving her par. We will kick it off to our sponsors. We'll be right back for some more FPO action out here at Dogwood.
Passion is more than fiery emotion. It feeds the spark to start your day. It fuels your obsessions. It inspires your dreams. Passion challenges your fears, and it repeatedly bathes you in sweat until you are transformed into a new, better you. Disc golf isn't just your passion, it's ours too.
You've seen them in the hands of professionals, helping them compete at the highest level. Whale Sacks is a female-owned small business, handmade in the USA. We are dedicated to outstanding grip for all disc golfers.
Back out to Dogwood, looking at hole 7. What's our pro play?
So this is par 4, 420 feet. It's a hyzer off the tee, but you don't want it to hyzer too far. So it's probably a flippy distance driver or a mid that's going to land straighter than hyzer into the left side. Then you have another left turning shot to navigate these trees through this creek that is not OB to get to the basket and get the birdie. It's a very birdieable hole, and I think we're going to see a few here.
Yeah, just a 420, so like I said, very reachable. Although it's raining. Sarah.
It's raining.
We'll see how it goes. Jessica Weese.
Looks like she's probably throwing her Valkyrie here.
Yeah.
And that's actually a pretty good position, even though she pushed a little far straight. That actually leaves her more of a shot, although I don't think she can plan on getting through the trees she did.
Kind of gives her a nice little forehand window almost. We'll see.
It's a fortunate miss.
Leopard 3 from Own.
And that's turning good.
Okay.
That's in a good position, minus that tree she's right next to.
Yeah.
But she should be able to navigate through that.
Breca Cox. Going with the compass. Just the mid here.
Yeah, I like this play. You don't really need a ton of distance, although it looks like she did hang it a little bit wide. But I mean, she's in position.
Sure.
Still to get that birdie.
Hayley King.
Think she would be getting more aggressive, and she throws it way wider and ends up in the creek and back in the creek. However, it is not out of bounds.
True.
It'll just be really tricky lie, and there's probably water down there.
Yeah, it's a deep little ravine thing. Ugh.
Yeah, this is always tricky because you can consider it casual, but...
Oh, we got slow-mo Hayley jumps.
Woo!
Action
Okay.
Hayley.
Jeez. Don't break yourself, Hayley.
these
my
young people,
mom
Sarah.
voice coming out. She's always doing stuff like that, like doing little parkour moves off of stuff.
I've definitely sprained an ankle doing exactly that. Hayley, oh no, pitches out. Should be able to get up and down though. Own second. See the basket, left-hand side of your screen.
Ooh, that's a good gap.
Get over there.
Pushing it a little straight. A lot of players are ending up in that left side.
That little bowl down there.
Or just deep on that, basically to the right side of the basket from this perspective.
Breca Cox, taking it more inside. Okay.
Yep, she'll have a nice putt from there. Hopefully she can build her confidence by making that one.
Yeah.
Hayley got a lot of work to do still, trying to save her par.
Looks like her zone. Ooh.
It's makeable. Outside the circle.
Yeah, probably about
Elevation.
A 60-footer coming her way.
Jess ending her in a really good position, getting to throw a very comfortable shot. And she'll have a putt.
Cool. Hopefully I got it nestled up there pretty nicely. So here is Hayley with a pretty lengthy par bid, 66 feet.
Solid
They look
run.
good every time. You know, if they don't go in, they're at least looking nice. Own from 42. Oh, just off the front of the cage. Own.
It looks like the rain has subsided for a moment.
Yeah, it kind of stopped here, and it'll pick back up in places, but yeah, it mostly calmed down.
Difficult hyzer putt for Jess from that low stance.
Yeah. Oh no.
Man.
Rebecca is not feeling that
It
putt.
is not working for her today.
No.
Well, hopefully she can find it. Let's go, Rebecca. Find your stroke.
Oh no.
Man, these are devastating times.
They are.
It's almost tempting to just lay up the putt, but then that's also that option is also just takes all of your confidence and the fight out of your heart.
Yeah, sure.
Even though it's maybe the smart play.
Made the comebacker.
Yep.
And that you know.
Yep.
At least had that going on. Jess gonna try and save par. There we go, Jess. She looked really solid on the green. You know, we've seen some woes from her in the past, but looking really solid today.
Yeah, I'm not sure who we haven't seen putting woes from in the world.
That's a great point. Own,
right?
Yeah.
Hayley.
Hayley.
Man, no birdies.
Yeah.
You know, the rain is I mean, I know it's not coming down right now, but now everybody's soaked from the last hole and a half. So I imagine they're just kind of trying to find their flow now that the weather has come in.
Mm-hmm. Rebecca did throw 2 birdie shots, just the putt faltered for her there. Hole 8, we are going downhill, and this is such an incredibly tough get, Sarah.
Yeah, this is not only just pure distance, but then there's, 200 trees in the way. This one plays really well if you want to get to the pin with a sidearm, flexing up that gap, flexing left, and then still being able to move up the green. However, most players aren't going to throw that shot. They're going to throw a backhand, possibly a distance driver that's going to flip up and fade left, and then they'll throw an approach shot. They'll be out of birdie range, or they're going to play it safe with a mid, just trying to hit the gap.
Jess?
I'm surprised Jess doesn't throw the sidearm here.
Yeah.
She's throwing the backhand. It doesn't turn at all.
I think that was her Valk again. That's about halfway down the fairway. I don't think she got too deep in the woods. Owen's going leopard 3.
Looking for that fade left, trying to get through those trees. And she'll have a lot of meat on the bone, but she's open to do so.
Yeah, past at least most of the trouble. Breca Cox?
She's going conservative route, and that mid just kicks off the tree. And, if it was a driver, it maybe would have kicked way worse.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that was her
smart play from her.
Her compass. Here is Hayley.
Hayley also inside.
Oh, finds that same tree, but a worse result. A lot of work left to do here for Hayley.
I'm really surprised that they're not throwing the sidearm here.
This card has really good sidearms.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 of them I would expect to do it. And even Breca Cox, who's not as comfortable with a sidearm, she's been throwing it a lot, and it's been working out.
Rebecca's second. Oh, it kicked left. Finished just over her umbrella over there.
Just totally pinched with this tree, throwing over her own leg.
Oh, God, it's such an awkward toss. So hard to make it do what you want. So
now, again with the tree. High hyzer with that gator. Skip up the... Yeah, there it is. Oh, Park City.
Totally redeeming herself there.
And even though that's for a bogey, this is...
that feels like a par.
It does. I mean, this is playing as the hardest hole.
Okay.
So I'm thinking this is one of those tweeners that we're getting as a par 3 rather than a par 4.
Yeah. Owen with a great upshot right there. Is going to give herself a circle's edge bid to save par. And here is where Breca Cox ended up after her second. She's way,
I didn't even know there was
left.
water over there.
How is she going to get over there?
And look at all those vines in front of her. Like, what disc size hole is she going to find? Oh, she found one.
She did. Dang, Rebecca. All right.
Scrambling. Left a little of a putt.
Yes, it did, which she hasn't been looking for right now. So
she's not looking forward to that putt.
No. Hayley?
Get in the hole.
Oh, I thought it was going in the air. Such a good toss. But that will work for a 4 for Hayley. Owen for a 3.
All right. There's a par.
It's the stroke on the card for her, too, I want to say.
Definitely.
Rough start, but, she's stringing together 4 pars in a row.
I mean, she did play the, the safe leopard shot up the gut, and then, was able to... Great putt, Rebecca. There it is.
Yeah, he'd love to see that.
She's had enough of what happened on the last hole.
Right? She's officially shook it off.
Yep, that's awesome. That takes so much mental strength.
Get that putt working again. Jess saving bogey. And Hayley will do the same here.
Yeah, first difficult hole played 3.86, so almost a full stroke over par.
I believe it.
0 birdies, only 6% fairway hits.
Here is it. Really? That's a fun stat. Good luck keeping it on that fairway. Great putt by Owen, though. With her Helix Mini down there, I saw that. Hole 9.
This par 3, 351 feet. It plays uphill off the tee and then back down the hill to a basket that is slightly right. This is really a sidearm hole once again. Backhand players are going to throw a slow turning distance driver, looking for it not to fade too hard left or not turn over too far right. definitely plays to a sidearm to get to park the hole. And we're gonna see Own do it. There we go, Own.
Yep, he's got her star strike.
Little high, pushing a little bit left. Probably drop in the center.
Okay. I don't expect she thinks this is a birdie hole, you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think with
Maybe.
the sider, I think Jess, I don't know how far Own quite throws it.
I feel like Jess throws a little farther than Own.
She does,
Yeah.
and this is money for her,
Yes.
her line. She likes that flip up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has a look definitely from here, probably just outside the circle.
Yeah. Jess kind of has a more woods-friendly forehand game where she can really hyzer flip it and keep it in those tunnels a little easier. This is a
Then, yeah.
Maverick from Rebecca. Very straight flying fairway.
That
stay
is the
clean.
miss. Resisting turning it right too quick, but she ended up mostly in the fairway, so she'll be able to scramble for that.
Yeah, she has a little Annie putter up most likely. Hayley King, this is her stalker.
Haley's gonna need to push that out to the left first, and then it turns. But
She didn't get the flip she wanted, did
I'm
she?
wondering if she needs to throw something less stable there.
It feels
because
like
I
it.
liked her release point where she threw it. Just needed to turn a little more.
I wonder if there was like a little hesitant in the run up because of the wet tee pad, possibly. Not the speed she was expecting. Oh, Rebecca, you can't do that.
Now that's leaving a big putt.
Yeah. That
See
was
if-
an unforced error there. That's a big gap. And Owen showing her how you do it. That is perfect. Hayley King for 2, but it's a long bid. She runs everything.
Well, with a putt like that, I think you can.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Rebecca to save par.
Yeah, tough putt.
Yeah, sure was. Will be
And Jess for the birdie look.
dang, what a drive.
Yeah, just not quite getting it up high enough. Yeah, this was a tough hole, honestly. Only 2 people got the birdie.
Who got it?
So Paige Pierce and Casey Pennington.
Huh.
Both came away with the birdie,
Wow.
playing as about medium difficulty on the course. A lot of pars.
Yeah, I can see that. Not the toughest fairway or rough. Keep it in
Yeah,
the middle.
compared to what they faced for the first 8 holes, this
Yeah.
is pretty open.
Jess saves her par right there. Get a good look at that Jessica Weese forehand. Slow motion disc golf's the best,
Oh,
Sarah.
I love it. Yes.
So good. All right, guys, that is all we got for part 1. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in part 2.